Welcome to MV Ranch. This is Mike, and I'm Mary. We reside in Northeast Arkansas. The first day of our house build actually began on November the 14th of 2023, where we broke ground, dug all the footings, and got the frame up. And it was very, very cold. Wind chill was in the teens. And James came and got to see the plywood put up on the house. The safe haven from the cold was a small insulated room we built in the shop for the water supply. I finished quilting Mike's Kubota quilt and then worked on some more for my sisters and my brother. Then the snow and the ice came and we weren't able to go to the farm for a couple of weeks. After all that ice and snow, our roads basically turned into a marshmallow, so we had to do some road work. All the sheetrock was completed and all of the electrical was supplied. Then we started working on the ceiling, our car siding ceiling. Then it was time to get the fans up. An awning was built over the walk door of the shop. After mudding and taping, it was time to paint the walls. We painted them all white. Our first visitors were Julie, Rebecca, and Marilyn. We enjoyed Gabby and Alex's wedding shower at Mac. Then it was time for our septic tank to be put in. The mailbox that FSA had given Mike for retirement was finally put up. Then we moved all of our appliances into our new home. Mike and I, my sisters and brother-in-law celebrated my brother David's birthday. Mike's Aunt Lois passed away. We went to Michigan and stayed with Pam and Jeff. We attended Gabby and Alex's wedding on the 11 Point River. Our hot water heater, washer, and dryer were installed. And we got to pick out some of the fixtures and things for the house, like the lighting and the mirrors, and some of the things for the bathrooms to make it pretty. Then it was time to get a couch for the living room and a bed for the spare bedroom. Henry's reaction to his new home. Well, he really did get used to it. He kind of likes it now. We got moved in just in time to share the solar eclipse with Dad, Rebecca, and Mom. We decided to buy two new barrel chairs for the house. James bought his first riding lawnmower. We attended my great nephew Flynn's third birthday party and got to meet another nephew, Theo. We enjoyed going to baby Cyrus's baby shower. Was greatly honored to take graduation pictures for my great nephew Nathan. We worked hard to get the front fence on our yard completed. And then Mike started bush hogging. James helped put Mike's 75-inch television up. My sisters and I took a day trip to Mammoth Springs. Mike and I celebrated our 34th wedding anniversary. Mike burnt the brush pile in our front pasture and then started working on the front yard and got it seeded. Ben baptized Heather for her birthday. Mike and I hosted an open house slash birthday party for my dad. On his birthday. That was the day that little Figaro appeared. We got the best news ever. We attended Nathan's graduation. Becca and I went to Rice Box for my birthday. Some of Mike's old co-workers came to visit. We babysat our grand fur babies. The cows love to rub on the fence. We mowed the yard in Mount Pleasant for Ben and Heather before they moved to Holcomb. It is so much fun to sit on the porch and watch the baby calves and the cows playing. Then we went through a heat wave where it was 99 degrees and felt like 116. Mike and I visited an area market called the Knoll. We decided to host our family on July the 4th, where some went to the river and went floating, and others just stayed in the house. Rebecca and I visited the Rice Upshaw Historic Site. We are related to Reuben Rice and Elizabeth Rice. It's election year, so we got used to breaking news reports about Trump, and our governor was at the Republican convention and giving a speech, and that's when J.D. Vance was made vice president nominee. I am not sure that I can adequately express how much I enjoyed the garden this year, getting to see all the flowers getting to grow my own vegetables. It was just so much fun. Figaro was my constant outdoor companion. I had to feed him every day, and when I would, he wanted to go with me to the garden and anywhere I went.
Yep, that too.
I also had fun learning how to can some of the vegetables from the garden, and even some that I bought at local markets, and they do taste really good. I especially loved making the hot pepper jelly. We had this car for about a decade, but it went to a really good home. Helping to host Isaac Daly's baby shower was fun. I got 6 more Vajayga flower beds. Mike is wearing his new Trump Vance hat. We got Ben a steel weed eater for his birthday. Mike finished removing the piles of topsoil from the yard and put them in the raised beds.
Bringing me more dirt.
My Julie sunflowers were radiant this year. Isaac's baby shower at Hillcrest.
I have to show you what James and Mike and Ben were up to yesterday. James especially did a lot of work. Yes, we have some lights in the shop. So exciting.
I had fun cooking recipes from YouTube like molasses cookies and Nan's meatloaf and pizza and all kinds of things. And Christmas in August. So excited to see Isaac's 3D ultrasound picture. Jilly and Eddie hosted a fish fry at their house. Mike's mom came for a visit to the farm. Mike and I went shopping in Harvard. We took Mike's mom to the ER after she had a slight stroke, a TIA, and then we all got sick. This is me after a week of congestion. Mike started feeling better first because he got it first. Isaac was born, but we were too sick to go to the hospital. After steroid shots, we finally got to meet him. One of my heroes came to Evening Shade and I got to meet her. Mike had an eye appointment in Kent. Time for cataract surgery. One of my great nephew's birthdays. After finding out he had type 2 diabetes, he went on a carnivore diet, and I went on the keto diet. We attended May May's wedding. And went to eat in Hardy, Arkansas with Pam and David. We voted early. Mike's surgery went well. Figaro didn't come home. Another great nephew's first birthday. I have started quilting again.
It's great living on a cattle ranch, but sometimes it is a little challenging. In the last, I don't know, ever since we've moved up here, we tried to build every fence except for this one on the backside, and we built a nice, well, you've seen videos of it. We built a nice T-post fence, and for the most part, we've kept all of the cows out except for a couple until last night. And last night, they got in and found my garden. So I'm going to show you what my garden looks like now.
And that was the end of my garden. So I lost Figaro and my garden simultaneously. It was almost too much. Isaac's first Thanksgiving. We had a great holiday. Isaac got to meet his great grandma and grandpa Rickman. And he got to spend time with great grandma too. Ben spatchcocked the turkey for us. We wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas from MV Ranch.